In this screencast I will show you how to put everything together in your ePortfolio. So go to My Portfolio, My Views, you'll see the default views here. What we'll do is create a new view. So it's been created now. We can add various content to it, so we'll start off with profile content. So just click on this, drag and drop to an area in the view. So I'll put it in here on the left hand column. So we can select which fields we want to show. All I'm interested in is maybe just an introduction and my email. I can write a text in here if I want, and then just click Save. So now we have my profile information there. The next thing I want to put in is maybe my blog. So I want to put the entire blog in. So again, just drag and drop it in the area. So what's the blog title? I just call it, the blog title is my blog. I select the blog that I had already made. 5 posts per page is okay, and then click on Save. So my blog has been put in there as well. Also I want to put in some files, images and videos. So let's look at the files first. I have some essays that I want people to be able to access. So let's just files to download. I might want to put down here on the left hand column. Okay, just click down there. And the block title would be something like My Essays. So go into Essays. I just want these two here. I can select this one. I can select this one. Now I have the two. I can click on Save. And you see that in the profile information you have My Essays, the 2 essays in there. Another thing which is quite useful would be some RSS feeds, external feeds. So click on External Feeds, and I want to add an external feed. So I can just drag, the usual thing again, just drag, drop it down here. The block title is, say for example, Ed Tech News. The feed location, so we have to get the feed location. Here's the feed location here. Just go back, type it in. You notice it has the feed RSS at the end. Items to show, 10 items maybe, and then I can click on Save. So click on Save. And then I have all my EdTech news coming up here as well. The last thing that I want to put in is a YouTube video. So go back to Files, Images and Video. And we have an external video. So again, it's a drag and a drop. I drop it in there. It asks for an external video. I call it, it's actually, I'm going to use one from a Pepsi commercial with Michael Jackson. You need to get the URL. So go to YouTube, get the URL, and then just paste it in here. You can change the width and height as well. Afterwards you can do that, and then click on Save. So the video goes in there. If you can see here, the blog is on top of the video, or the video is on top of the blog. We might need to change that. You can change that by changing My Views column layout. So what we might want to do is have a wider middle column. So click on Change My Views column layout. Number of columns 3, that's okay. Click on Next. So what we want is a large center column. So click on that and change My Views column layout. So now what we have is the blog fits in the middle, these all fit on the side, this fits on the side as well. If you need to add information, you can click here to add it, to edit. You can also delete by clicking here. You can move things around as well. So for example, maybe you want this on top of this, on top of this again. You can move the, maybe you can move this one over here. So you're free to do whatever you want to do, really. So once you finish that, you're happy with that, we can go to Next, Edit Title and Description. And we call the title maybe My Essay View. You can put in a description. Again, you can put in tags. So I might just put in essays. Next, and we can edit the access. The default mode for access is private, only you can see it, so you may need to open it up to give your students, to give other people access. The first thing you might want to do is with the comments. You can allow comments, but personally I prefer to moderate my comments as well. These will not be published until you actually have a chance to look at them and approve them as well. Do you want people to be able to copy your view? Maybe not, so I'll leave that unchecked. We've got a few options for the view. We can make it public, so you can click add to make public, and it gives you a time frame. When do you want to make it public from? Okay, it could be a week, could be a year, it could be just 1 hour. We can also just make it viewable for logged in users of FolioSpaces, or you can add certain friends to it as well. Personally, I would find that the last one, the secret URL, to be quite useful. It's not public. The URL is quite a complicated URL that you'll need to send to your students or people who you want to watch it. So if you click on add here, it generates this URL. So what you would need to do is copy this and then email it to the people you want to view, to be able to view your portfolio. And again, you can put in the date. So when is the portfolio viewable? Start date and a finish date. Okay, finally we have the overriding start-stop dates. So you may have set it public for a certain date, but these dates will take preference here. So once you've set the access, you can click on save. And now everything has been saved. What we have here is my essay view. You've got the access here. If you want to edit access, you can edit it from here. If you want to edit the content and layout again, you can edit from here. And as you can see, people with the secret URL are the only people who can access this. Okay, if you want to see it, you just click on here. And this is what my essay view would look like. Okay, you've got your left column here, you've got your middle column here, and you've got the right column, which we can only see a little bit of here.